We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Yeah. It's your boy. We back. It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, here with my brother from another big game, James, man. If you can hear in the back, we got some guests. We got my ducks in the back that won't shut up. But today we're gonna get it in, man. It's been a while, it's been a little bit of time. I've been having to kind of get my mental right, you know what I'm saying? Trying to just take some time to myself. I know James did the same, but what's going on, James? How you doing, brother? We're so close. The Eagles start their training camp on the 25th. Not sure when the Cowboys start theirs, but I'm sure it's pretty soon after, if not right around the same time. How excited are you? We're almost there, man.
I'm very excited. Shout out to you, dog. It's been a while, but hey, best of enemies back, and it's good to see that. Anybody who's in my feed, I'm on my phone, so if I don't give you a shout out or say hello to you, it's nothing personal. I can't see anything on my phone. I can only see comments from Castro and none but Philly stuff and yuck. But to deal with it today. But as far as training camp, I believe we're there on the 24th, so we're like maybe a day before you. I'm very excited. I'm excited about the team. I'm excited about the prospects of the season. I feel good about our season. So yeah, I'm definitely ready to go. So a lot of interesting moving parts on both sides of our teams. You obviously guys had some offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, guys leave. You had guys leaving free agency on defense. You replenished to the draft. You have a Georgia squad on defense. We added integral parts with Brandon Cooks and Stephen Gilmore. So a lot of good things going on in the NFC East, but we're going to talk about these schedules today, and it's good to be back.
Yeah, I like this offseason, to be honest with you, because last year it felt like you got, and I said it on the show, right? We talked about it numerous of times. It felt like you guys got worse last year. Didn't feel like you guys really added anything. Obviously, you were still able to go win, I think, 12 games, right? You were still able to do a good job. This year, I feel like you guys improved. I think that, the guys that you guys were able to add to this team definitely are going to make a big difference. Your secondary got way better. Your running back situation, we'll see what happens there. I still think you guys are going to sign Zeke at some point. The fact that he's not signed yet, I think you guys are going to re-grab him. But at the end of the day, I think you guys got better. I think that the Giants got better. I think that Washington is an interesting, I feel like we say this every year. We'll see what happens at quarterback for Washington, and we'll go from there. But I think that the NFC East as a whole, even coming off of a year where you have three teams making the playoffs, I think that there's an argument that you could say that every team got individually better. Now, today we're going to obviously go over the schedules. We're going to do our schedule predictions. These count. I don't care. Last year I was saying, hey, we're just doing this for fun. Now we are professionals. Okay. Last year, both of us hit it right on the head for our teams. You guys went 12-5. You predicted 12-5. I predicted 14-3. Was not expecting that to happen, but it did. So this year we're going to do the same. We both have different schedules, and before we get into the actual, because we're going to go over every NFC East team, so I don't want to talk too much. But before we get into that, I want to ask you, looking at Dallas's schedule, do you think that it's harder on paper? Are you more nervous about going into this year's schedule than maybe you were last year? Because I know for the Eagles, I definitely am. I'm not gonna lie.
Not at all. Not at all. I like the schedule. I looked over the schedule. I like it. We got the Patriots. We got the Chargers. We got the AFC West again. I want to play them Chargers. Kellen Moore. That's the Kellen Moore game. I don't think it's crazy. I think the Dallas Cowboys are a better team. Uh, I've battled in my head, and we'll talk about when we hit the schedule. Are we going to be a regression because you had two straight 12-5 seasons, or are we going to take that next step? Understand what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
2-12-5, you can regress because you got a new offensive coordinator, new thing, new moving parts, or you can take it to the next level and kind of do what you were talking about. Hey, I just feel like we 14-3. This might be our year. You get to the Super Bowl. So that's what I've been battling with. I'm gonna give you my answer. But as far as the schedule, no, I feel like we're equipped to deal with anybody. We have the offense. We had it last year, and even when you said that you didn't think we got better, we were still 12-5, losing a Randy Gregory, losing a Amari Cooper, losing a Connor Williams, losing integral parts of the team, and we were still 12-5 and still had a good season. So I feel good about our staff being able to do what it did, especially with you losing Amari Cooper. It did bite us in the playoffs. That wart came up later in the playoffs. But to still lose those type of players and still come back and have the same type of season is good for me. And I feel like we're right there.
See, shout out to all my subscribers, because they were annoying you earlier before we even got in the chat. Now your guys are starting to annoy me. So I like the world continues to
There we go,
spin.
Cowboys. Flood his tweet because I can't see, so flood his and talk trash to him like crazy.
Look, there's some interesting things, and one person said, Big Simple. I think he's a Washington content creator. I've seen some of his stuff. He does pretty good stuff. I guess he's wilding on Twitter right now. But that made me think of something. Shout out to Ref the District. They did like a whole, basically going through every single position group and saying where they felt the teams ranked. But how do you feel about Washington? Because even I earlier, like I want to say a couple weeks ago, I did like a little, way too early record prediction, and I had them going at third. I had them being better than the Giants this year. I think that they're going to be kind of like the Giants this year, maybe not, 10 wins. I think I had them at 9 wins. How do you feel about Washington? Is that a team that you're kind of watching or not?
I'm gonna keep my eyes on him. I can't stand Washington. Ron Rivera, he's a gritty coach. I give him that. He's definitely a gritty coach. Oh, and in your comments, Jalen Hurts don't own nobody, dog. So you sound goofy as hell. Jalen Hurts don't own nobody. So just be quiet. You sound goofy with your dumb comments. I didn't mean to call you dumb. Not calling you dumb, but your comment is dumb as shit. But I just want to say this that Washington. I guess I'm keeping my eyes on Sam Howell.
Yeah.
He whooped our ass the last game of the year and was running his mouth quite. He was running his mouth quite loud. I haven't forgot that. I hope my Cowboys don't either, because he talking like they back. So Washington's one of my most hated rivals, so I can't stand them. So I hope we do something. But yeah, I think it's the quarterback. They went and got Carson Wentz. We both talked about that wasn't going to do nothing. Maybe give them 1 or 2 more wins. You saw with the switch already. So Sam Howell to me is the key. If he can come in there and play good football for them, he does have moxie for them. It looks like they seem to really gravitate towards him because he kind of has the cocky attitude, and I know the Washington people like that. So I think that's the key. If Sam Howell comes in and plays good football, yeah, Washington's somebody to look out for because they rebuilt the defense. I think Chase Young should finally be healthy. That's the key for them, Chase Young being healthy. So if they get really good quarterback play from Sam Howell, if that's their guy, yeah, that's somebody to look out for. Because Daniel Jones getting that big contract, Saquon Barkley, he's rumbling in the media. He kind of don't like what's going on. There could be a regression right there from Dobble. We'll see. So Washington could be that team that you just said. It was like the Giants last year, snuck up on people. Washington could be that team, and it depends on quarterback play.
Yeah, and shout out to everybody in the comments. Y'all ain't gonna rest. I respect it. I like that y'all already talking that junk. At the end of the day, last year doesn't matter in my opinion. I think that, did we lose some players? Yes, I think the Eagles definitely lost some players. There's definitely some holes that we're gonna have to see if these young guys can fill in. But realistically, outside of linebacker and safety, we're not in any position worse than we were last year. If anything, you can make some arguments about being better in some positions. So I think the Eagles are. I have just as much confidence as I did last year about my team.
I do too, maybe more.
Say that again.
I do too, and maybe more.
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. I think this is going to be a fun one. We're going to start with the guys that I guess don't really matter. So we'll start with Washington, right? I think that's fun. We'll start with Washington, and I'll keep a note of everything that goes on, so we kind of know what's going on. My Ducks love this. This is awesome. I've never seen these Ducks go so crazy. It's amazing. All right, so we'll start with the Washington Commanders. We'll start with their week 1. Let's go like we did last year. We'll do it like 4 games at a time. So do you want to start it off first? You can start with the Cardinals.
All right, so who's their week 1 opponent? I thought it was y'all.
No, it's the Cardinals. We play the Patriots week 1.
You got their schedule up. You said the Cardinals is week 1. Where do I see the Cardinals?
Right here. We're right under preseason in the first row. It goes down.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them that victory over the Cardinals. So they'll start 1-0. Denver, I'm gonna go ahead and give Denver that because Sean Payton, I think he's gonna do a difference with Russell Wilson and that team. I think they got a little better. So I'm gonna give Denver that one. Buffalo, I'm gonna give them Buffalo that game. Josh Allen, them guys. I think they're on a mission. And then they play you guys. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys that 52. So their first 4 games, I'm gonna say they start 1-3.
Yeesh. I respect it. Yeah, they have a pretty tough schedule. I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad that you gave us the W though. I was gonna upset. I honestly, obviously everything can change once we see what their quarterback play looks like. I think that's something we're gonna keep saying. But I think I agree with you. To be honest with you, I think the Cardinals are on a complete rebuild, completely trying to figure out what the heck they are. And then Gannon is just an idiot. So I want to see him go 0-17 if I'm being 100% honest. Broncos, you have to assume that Russell Wilson isn't going to be that bad 2 years in a row. So yeah, I'll give them that win. Yeah, I agree with you. I would go 1-3 as well. I would definitely agree with you. So to move on to the next 4, we got the Chicago Bears, the Atlanta Falcons, the Giants, and then the Eagles again. I'm gonna say that they lose to the Bears.
Yeah.
Because I know they have a hard time with mobile quarterbacks in general, just in their history. The Falcons, that's a tough one. I'm going to say that they win that one. Yeah, and the only reason is because they have a young quarterback. It's going to be a interesting one. Both of them have young quarterbacks. I just think that I think Washington is well put together everywhere else but quarterback, and I think it's been like that for a while. So I'll say that they win that one, which they need it. And then the Giants,
I'm gonna give them that dub against the Giants.
Yeah, this is at home, so I'm gonna say that they win that one as well. I say at home against the Giants, they can win that. So we agree everywhere so far, and we have them at 1, 2, 3, 4 losses, 3 wins. So that's not terrible. They're still in the division.
Right.
All right. So far, yeah, 4 wins, 3 losses. So now we have the Eagles, the Patriots, Seattle, and the Giants again. I'll let you start. Huh?
I think y'all sweep them.
Yeah, all right. Last year they beat us once, so I was wondering if you was gonna maybe use that.
I just feel like y'all gonna sweep them this year.
I agree. I think that these teams are gonna be easy. Them and the Giants, I think, will be pretty easy because they have a pretty hard schedule, both of them. And then the Patriots, I would say that I'm gonna say they lose that game. I know that I think it's an away game. I'm gonna say that they lose that game.
I'm gonna say it too, just because Belichick, he might be in his bag.
Yeah,
it's away. I just feel like Patriots play really good at home.
And I think didn't they re-sign J.C. Jackson, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah.
So I mean, he's going to probably be in Sam Howell's head. I'm shoot. Every time he plays us, he's in my head, and he's not even. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even the one out there.
I think it's more so that home field advantage, them playing away. I don't see it.
Yeah, I respect that. I definitely respect that. Next, we have Seattle again, another away game.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, that's going to be a really tough. It's going to be fun to watch Seattle because Geno Smith, rightfully so, got a contract extension.
Right.
But is he good? Is he really that good? Is it? And it's even more interesting.
That good, but I think he's good for that team and Pete Carroll.
Yeah. And I think it's even more interesting to see the juxtaposition between him and Russell Wilson, because Russell Wilson, if he went back to what he was doing in Seattle that made him successful, he might not have been so bad in Denver. So it could be just Pete Carroll's amazing coaching, because he is a great coach. So I'm going to say that's a loss.
I'm giving Seattle.
Yeah.
And Seattle.
Yeah, you can. It's hard for me until we see, the Seahawks start kind of falling off, maybe coming down to earth. I don't see them winning that game. Mm-hmm. The Giants, I don't think they get swept by the Giants. I would give them this win. Oh no, I would give them this loss. Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them this loss because we gave them the win the first time. I'm gonna have to give them this loss because I don't think they sweep the Giants.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. I definitely don't see it happening. All right, next we got the final stretch. You guys wait to play them, huh? That's cute. All right, so
Thanksgiving, we whooping that ass. So you might just put a dub by our name. We whooping that ass because we ain't forgot. So yeah, dub.
Yeah, I would say win. I would definitely say win. It's hard. It's hard to say that, but I'd definitely say you guys beating them. Dolphins, they're losing that game.
Yeah, Dolphins losing. And losing the Chargers too. That might be an upset. That might be an upset.
Wait, so
That
you have the Finns beating Washington or losing to Washington?
No, I have the Fins beating Washington.
Okay, yeah, me too.
The next team was the Chargers.
Is that Chargers or that's the Rams? That's the Rams.
That's the Rams? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's hard to tell because they both.
I'm gonna say they beat the Rams. I'm gonna say they beat the Rams.
That's gonna be. I might have. Might be where we differ.
I'm gonna give them the dub on that one. I'm gonna give them the dub on that one.
All right, so you giving them the dub on that? I'm gonna honestly give them a loss there. I think that they lose that game. They're gonna be healthier if. It really depends on what the Rams do in the beginning of the season, because we did hear that rumor that, Aaron Donald is technically on the board, if they start losing early. So I don't think that they're going to lose. I'm going to say that they lose that game. I don't think that the Rams lose that game. So I'm going to say that so you got them winning. And I got them taking the almighty L. I have them way worse than I thought I was going to have them.
You had them like that. See, I didn't think that it was going to be great.
Yeah, I didn't look at the schedule, so that, that could have helped. That could have definitely helped. I just went off the skill. Next we have the Jets. The Jets.
That's a tough one. Aaron Rodgers makes the difference here.
Yeah,
in my opinion. I think that's going to be a battle just because it's December 24th. It's late in the season. Washington may have a chance. But I'm going to give this one to the Jets just because of Aaron Rodgers, if he's playing.
That's where I'm at. I think that's a perfect explanation. If Aaron Rodgers is playing like Aaron Rodgers, I'll even go that far. If this team clicks like it could, I definitely think that they're going to be a hard team to beat. So I definitely will give them the win here at the Jets. Give the Jets the win here. And then, San Fran. I think San Fran blows them out. Maybe San Fran's not playing for anything at this point, but
I don't know if San Fran blows them out because we don't know if they're playing for anything by then. So that could be one of those weird games.
Yeah.
I need to see who's playing in my heart, but I'm gonna just say, just on talent alone. No, you know what? I'm gonna give this game to Washington. This is a sneaky win. Washington, you sneakily beat the Niners on this.
Damn, I'm definitely not giving them dub. I respect it though. That I can see it because the play styles. That's what a lot of people don't realize. It's not just about who you have out there on the field. It's really about the play style, like how
plays San Fran good.
Yeah, and they're both hard-nosed football teams. So it's going to come down to probably a play or two, right? Like, so I can see that. And then you got them sweeping. You got the Cowboys sweeping, and you think they take one from you?
We should sweep them, but once again, this is at the end of the year, so this is my only concern. Because we played them last year, and I knew we were going to lose that game. I knew they were going to do what they did in that game just because. So this is a tough one for me because where we're looking at the schedule. But because I'm a Cowboy, I'm going to give us the dub. But if we win this game, it'll be a tough dub because I wonder who's going to be playing in this game. I wonder who's going to be – that's my main thing. Who's going to be playing in this game? And what is it going to mean? Because if it means something, we're going to whoop that ass. If it don't mean anything, they're going to beat us. But I'm gonna go on the edge of we have more talent than them, so I'm taking the dub.
So I'm giving y'all the loss here, mainly because you guys probably won't be playing too many of your starters that game. But also looking at the schedule so far, looking at the record prediction so far, we have them at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 losses, 11, 12, depending on who you're looking at. I think it's 12 each, actually. So we have them losing a lot of games. We only got them winning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have them winning 6. I have them winning 5 so far. I'm going to see, I'm going to give them the loss. The win here, just because I think that I don't think they'll go that bad. But yeah, so you have them winning 6 games, and I want to see y'all lose. Maybe that's just me being a hater. I ain't gonna lie.
You want to see you lose? See, I was nice enough to give y'all the sweeps, but next time on the Giants, I'm not.
Yeah, see, at least you got you got you know what time it's gonna be. So you got it at 5, 6, and 11. I have them at 5-12.
Sounds about right to me.
Yeah, I guess they ain't going to the playoffs this year with
They
that.
have Sam Howell. We need to see who he is just because come on, Sam Howell didn't play no meaningful games, has he?
He beat y'all.
It wasn't a meaningful game.
It wasn't a meaningful game, and it's kind of funny that he even got that starting position. To be 100%
And
honest,
he was
because
talking mad trash, so that's why we're gonna smack him on November.
y'all should, hey, I hope so. I hope for y'all sake, because if not, whew, we gonna let y'all have it. We gonna let y'all have it.
If y'all lose to him, you definitely gonna have it because y'all lost to him last year too.
Yeah, we both lost to him last year. You know,
Mhm.
our game we didn't have our quarterback though, did we?
They beat y'all when it really mattered.
Yeah, but we went to the Super Bowl, so
Okay.
it don't matter.
We lost
Next,
that.
we got the Giants. Huh? Next, we got the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way that they like set these up are so weird. Next time I'm just gonna
Really?
make it my damn self. Week 1, damn, y'all start off the year with the Giants.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. So you got the Cowboys, Cardinals, San Fran, and Seahawks. That is a wow. That's a tough start.
Dub for us. Giants ain't beating us, dog.
They're not winning. Not the first week. Yeah, no, not the first week. They
They're
definitely not
beating us.
winning.
Come on, dog. You might hate us, but they're not better than us, so don't do that.
Nah, yeah, I'll give y'all the win there, definitely. Cardinals, I think they beat though.
They'll beat the Cardinals. That San Fran game might be tough. I'm wavering on that one.
And I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of Daniel Jones, but I think that's a type of game that he'll help them. I think that's his running ability against a team like San Fran will definitely help.
That's what I'm saying. They gonna play San Fran tough, but I'm gonna give San Fran like they win by a field goal. That's the tough one.
I'm gonna give the Giants the win there. And I know that might be weird, but like you said, I think that it's gonna be a close game, and I think that in close games, traits take over. And one thing that I will say about the San Francisco 49ers is I have no idea who their quarterback is going to be. And I don't think they know. So that's definitely something that by week 4, it'll probably, or week 3, I should say, it'll probably be figured out probably way before that. But right now, I think that the Giants might be able to squeak by them. So I got them with the dub. You got them with the L. But I think it's going to be a good game. Next, we got the Seahawks. This is going to be a good one, too. Say again?
They beat the Seahawks, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's at home.
Oh, it is at home. You're right. And it's Monday Night Football.
I think they do it.
Damn. So they go from Thursday Night Football to Monday Night Football. So they get that extra rest. I'm going to give them the win. Off the extra rest, I think that Dabble is a very good coach. I think he'll be able to get his guys ready.
Ooh, so you got him at 3-1.
Yeah. I got him 3-1. Damn. You got him 2-4 or 2-2, excuse me. No, you got him 3-1 too. No, you got him 2-2. I can't do math. It's been too long since we've done this show. I can't do math anymore.
I got him 2-2, big dog.
So you got them losing this one against the Seahawks, you said, or you got them winning?
I got them beating the Seahawks at home.
Yeah, and I do too. So yeah, I have them 3-1 so far. You have them 2-2. That's wow. Did not expect that. I did not expect that. I'll tell you that. I'm learning something new about myself too. They have a tough schedule, bro. This is a hard schedule. Yeah. So you have Dolphins, and that's an away game. I don't see them winning that game.
With what? Against who? Miami?
Yeah, I really don't.
That's going to be tough, but I'm going to give Miami that dub.
Yeah.
Especially if Tua's playing.
Yeah, that's my thing. And it comes down to I don't think they can score with them. Like, if it comes down to what the Dolphins do is score a lot.
They got a backup back there who ain't really doing it. They can win that game.
Very true. I mean, we saw Skyler, whatever his name was, come in and ball out for a game.
Yeah, I don't trust no Skyler,
dog. Yeah, I agree. If Tua is in that game, I think that they're gonna blow the Giants out. If I'm being honest, but if he's not, then yeah, they definitely have a good chance. So I'll give the Dolphins the win. I definitely probably am giving Buffalo the win here. How do you feel? Dabble goes back to see his old team. It's a Sunday night football game.
I feel like Buffalo plays really good at home.
Yeah, I mean, everything's against them. I think that everything's against the Giants in this one, but Dabble might surprise the world. I'll tell you that much.
You might.
But I'll say loss. I'll definitely say loss because if you're just going off talent, it's hard to say that they'll win. Shout out to everybody in the comments. We'll get to some of the comments. I know y'all gonna get mad once we get to the Cowboys and Eagles. So I figure we just get through these before we get to all that, because I know everybody gonna be interrupting there. But yeah, so we are at the Bills. So Washington at home, I would give them the win.
I'm gonna give them the dub.
So far, I mean, they're in driver's position to make a little run. They got 3 wins. For me, they got 3 losses, 3 losses for me. You have them at 2 and 4. 3 and 4. So okay, let me take a second. I have 4 wins to 3 losses. You have 3 wins to 4 losses. Does that make sense? I think so.
Yep.
So all right, so we're there. Next we got the Jets.
I'm gonna give it to the Jets because of Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's really what it comes down to. Until we see what happens, and if he doesn't play, then this could change. But the Jets are just that team that everybody's gonna be looking at. But they could be this year's Denver Broncos. That's definitely possible.
It definitely is. I can't give them the hype train because Aaron Rodgers, he's 40 years old, damn near. I mean, he ain't the Aaron Rodgers of old, and he's going to a whole new team. So those to me factor. Not everything is success when you change teams.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting. I know from experience as a Nets fan, you don't get hype off season because you never know what's gonna happen. So next we have the Raiders. This is a hard schedule. This is a really hard schedule.
I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna give them the Raiders. I'm gonna say they beat the Raiders.
Yeah, they don't have Devontae Adams. What do they have right now? Didn't Devontae Adams leave? Where'd he go?
Oh, he's still there, but who's their quarterback?
Oh yeah, they lost their quarterback. I knew they lost somebody.
Well, Derek Carr. So who's their quarterback?
They have nobody.
Garoppolo? Nah, I'm gonna go ahead and give that to Giants.
I forgot they got Garoppolo. What if they win a Super Bowl with Garoppolo? I'll be so.
No damn Super Bowl, no Jimmy Garoppolo.
Hey, man, he beat y'all a couple times in the playoffs, didn't he?
He didn't beat us. He did not beat us. Garoppolo played like trash. They had a good team, so don't ever say Garoppolo. Garoppolo ain't never beat us. His team.
I respect it. I just had to mess with you. You know how to mess with you.
They ain't beating us, so put that as a loss.
You got them sweep. I got y'all sweeping them. I think y'all sweep the Giants.
Split is y'all. I'm gonna give y'all the split, but with Washington and Giants, we sweeping them, both of them squads.
Yeah, I can see y'all sweeping them. Washington, I just think is at a good time for you guys to lose to them. That's the only reason I said that.
It's a good time at the end of the year. That's why they must be doing it, so they can give them a dub. Because if they were scheduled us early, we sweeping them. I
can't wait to play y'all. I really can't. You look at Twitter, it seems like we play every week.
Hurts. That's all I can't wait to, because I'm tired of all this Jalen Hurts talk without Dak Prescott. That's what I can't wait for.
Hey, I'm ready for it too. Last year was fun though. I can't wait to do those live shows. The live shows during the games are gonna be crazy.
Y'all Eagles content creators put Jalen Hurts on this damn pedestal, and it's got to come down because I'm tired.
Goat. He's better than Dak Prescott. He's better than Dak Prescott right now.
He can run better. That's it.
He's better than Dak Prescott right now.
Wow.
Hey, by measure, right? If you
not by measure, bro. You
guys only look at his passing numbers and say he's not a better quarterback.
Super Bowl, but you had a good team. Jalen Hurts.
So did you guys? You guys have had good teams.
Your team helped you get to the Super Bowl. You had a great defense. You had AJ Brown. You got weapons that helped Jalen Hurts. If you would have had the same squad you had on offense and wouldn't have got the AJ Brown, no, I do not believe Jalen Hurts would have took you to the Super Bowl. That AJ Brown pick was huge. That offense like no other. That was like you getting T.O. when Donovan McNabb came over and he went to the Super Bowl. All them years Donovan McNabb was choking, y'all went and got T.O., y'all went to the Super Bowl. He made the difference. That's what A.J. Brown did for y'all, in my opinion. If y'all would have kept the same squad you had on offense and played no, I'm not giving that to y'all.
Let me ask you this question then. Who is your TO? Who is your AJ Brown? Who can put you over the top of losing in the divisional round? Who can do that for you? Because if you're saying if all Eagles, all Giants are, I'm sorry, all Cowboys fans are saying it's as easy as you guys added the right piece, I have a hard time believing that, because you guys added Amari Cooper. You guys added one of the best defensive players, in my opinion, that we've seen in the past decade. So it's like, I mean, what do you guys have to add? When do we stop saying it's the people around him and saying that he made the plays that needed to be made in order for that team to continuously have success? He made the right plays.
Once again, I'm not taking I want you to understand this. I'm not taking anything away from Jalen Hurts. I want y'all to, all you Philly fans, all you people out there, I want you to understand, I'm not taking anything from Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is a very good quarterback, okay? You will hear from me. He's a very good quarterback. Yeah. But he has an element where he can run the ball, and it hides the passing because you can be a dual threat. Now, when you sit there and tell me, well, who could be what has happened? You also got to understand, I know you don't want to hear this, but you guys got blessed with a great round of people playing in the playoffs. You played the Giants, who, come on,
I hate that though, because that's not in our control though.
Let's keep it real. I'm not hating on the Giants. They're a good team. But we knew the Giants weren't beating y'all in the playoffs.
Nobody was to the Giants in the regular season.
Giants weren't nobody. We swept the Giants, bro.
All right, I didn't remember. I couldn't remember. My bad.
The Giants ain't did nothing to us in like 3 years, bro. We stay whooping the Giants. So Giants don't get no props from me like that, except that they got a new coach and they came in out of nowhere. I give them props for that. But then, yes, Hassan Reddick hurt Brock Purdy. I still don't think Brock Purdy's all that. But when he goes out early in the first series and you have a Josh Johnson, dog, anybody in their right mind would say, all right, they're going to the Super Bowl. Just like when Tony Pollard got hurt, we said, okay, we don't know how we're going to win this game because we already lost. We didn't have Amari Cooper. Michael Gallup is hurt. All we got is CeeDee Lamb and Tony Pollard. Now we lost Tony Pollard. All we got is CeeDee Lamb. So I'm not making the excuse. But when Pollard went out, I was like, oh, it's over. My thing is, you got a great schedule as far as in the playoffs. You didn't play crazy teams.
But that comes from winning 14 games in the regular season. So
okay.
You guys were number one in the conference.
Hurt, so I can't say that because Josh Johnson don't count to me. He's played on 14 damn NFL teams, bro.
That means his experience.
NFC Championship game? Do you really think Josh Johnson would rise from the omens and take the San Francisco 49ers to a Super Bowl, and you played on 14 teams? You should have won that, yeah. Stop it.
No, I agree. Look, I'll say something that probably a lot of Eagles fans don't want to hear, especially in the chat. I agree with you. We got definitely lucky in the sense that we had easy teams that we just dominated. The Giants, I was not afraid of them. But newsflash, I wasn't afraid of the Vikings. I was excited to see either one of them. So
you think anybody's afraid of the Vikings?
I was not worried about the Vikings. I said that the Giants were going to beat the Vikings. I didn't think they were that good. I don't think either of the teams were that good. Purdy beat y'all, first of all. Second of all, we took him out. So yes, we got lucky.
Did the Niners beat us? Purdy didn't. But check game.
But peep game. My father always used to tell me, God rest his soul, luck is nothing but opportunity and preparation meeting. Right? We had the opportunity to break that guy's arm, I guess. That happened. We were prepared to beat at whoever came in, and we did that. We got lucky. Yes, there was an opportunity to now just dominate because their quarterback can't keep their arm in the right socket. That's not our fault. We play the football game the way we play the football game. We took advantage of that opportunity because we were prepared. So I just don't think it's fair to say that the Eagles lucked into a Super Bowl visit because we didn't.
You guys got a good draw.
We definitely did. Anybody has to, though. I mean, that's, we can go back and look at the Ravens run when they had Joe Flacco going insane. They had a good run. They had a good run of teams.
Talking about teams making runs of who they played. You have to take that in consideration. I don't care what anybody says that, we were just so good. No, I get it. The Niners were a damn good team on defense. But if you can't move the ball on offense, I don't care how good your defense is, it will eventually give up plays because it is on the field. Your defense will get tired. You will not have enough rotations, substitutions to keep your defense fresh when your offense is going 3 and outs, especially when you know you're not fearful of that offense any longer. If your defensive coordinator looks at that quarterback, we're not fearful of him. We're going to do whatever we want. So it makes it easier for you to attack. And then when your offense come on, you're fresh. You're ready to go because now you have the confidence that they're not going to score on us. All we got to do is put points on the board. They're not going to score because we don't believe their quarterback can. So a quarterback does matter. And when you sit there and say Brock Purdy, I can't agree and say Brock Purdy beat us because if you look at the stats and that game, Brock Purdy did not beat us. They had good plays on defense. We made bad plays on offense. We don't have that coordinator who's not with us any longer that was calling dumb plays in that game. Our offense, he did come up short in certain situations. I admitted that. But so did our offensive coordinator. He already knew that he was going to another team. He was calling this kind of offense. He knew he was going somewhere else. He was calling this offense like he didn't even give a hell. You're calling certain type of plays that don't make any kind of sense to put us in bad positions in your team. So I have to look at that. And you even said it yourself with Gannon. Get rid of Gannon. Bye. I hope you're trash because of what you did when you were here at Philly. I feel the same thing with Kellen Moore because now I feel like the San Diego Chargers are going to love what he does, right? And he can be free and do whatever he wants. It wasn't like that in Dallas, and you're going to see the difference with the Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys offense. Watch and what I tell you.
And to the people, to the Eagles fans, to my subscribers, to people talking junk about you, saying, "Oh, now it's the OC's fault." No, I agree with you 110%, James. 120%. I agree with you so much because I can use the same logic because I don't want to say excuse because it's not an excuse. It's true. Yeah, I can use the same logic, like you said, with Jonathan Gannon. So I agree with you 100%. But at the end of the day, my offense didn't make mistakes. And my offense is ran by Jalen Hurts. Like you said, your offense made mistakes. Your offense is ran by Dak. Shout out to Chonsky for the $2 super chat. And shout out to Rome because I got my own Rome now.
I'm going to give you a shout out for your $2 holla dog talking about you enjoying these excuses. I'm not an excuse maker, bro. See, this is what kills me about.
You heard me have your back. I had your back on it.
I appreciate you because it kills me when I don't make excuses. So you can jump out there and talk all that excuse crap all you want. You don't watch the game then. The first thing that automatically people do is say when you lose a game, it's an excuse. But you have to break down the total game before you can sit there and say, oh, you're just making excuses. You break down the total game, and if you look at the play calling, the way the game went, it's not really an excuse. Did we lose? Yes, we did. Did Dak miss plays? Yes, he did. I totally agreed with that. But at the same time, your offensive coordinator has to put you in the best possibility to make plays to win the game. And when he's totally doing a disservice to you, when you don't have the players that can make them impact plays, it falls on coaching too. And when people say it doesn't fall on coaching, yes, it does. We had Jason Garrett for 10 freaking years. I can beg to say if we had Mike McCarthy for 10 years, it would have been a different outcome. Not saying Super Bowls or anything like that, but I can definitely say Mike McCarthy being there 10 years will have a better outcome than Jason Garrett having 10 years because he's not a good coach. That's why he's not coaching the NFL. That's why he will never coach in the NFL. Coaching does matter. So anybody sits there and says somebody make an excuse, I really question your football IQ.
No, I like I said, I agree that you guys there's reasons for everything. If I hit a car in front of me, there's a reason for it, right? It's not an excuse. It's why it happened. That's just kind of how it works. People are bringing up Chip Kelly. Yeah, Chip Kelly was absolutely horrible. We know these things, right? We were kind of in that purgatory with a Chip Kelly. We just made a decision way quicker than obviously you guys did with the clapper. But shout out to Rome because apparently I'm lying right now. I don't know what I'm lying about, but apparently I'm over here agreeing with you. And he's like, this dude's lying. He capping. But I got my own Rome now that's talking junk to him, so I'm gonna let them go at it. We got our own rooms. So let's get back to the Giants real quick, and then we'll get to what everybody wants to argue about. Mm-hmm. So we were at the Washington boys. I got the boys. Where are we at? So yeah, we were at Washington. Mm-hmm. I would give the Giants. We gave the Washington the first L.
With them.
Say again.
I had them splitting.
So you would give them this L?
Who, the Giants? Yes,
Yeah.
because they're in Washington.
Now this is where it gets weird for me. Do I think that they would sweep them? They're coming off a loss to you guys,
And they're at Washington. Remember,
and they're at Washington.
That's not a rivalry game, but Washington and Giants is deep.
Yeah. I'm gonna agree with you. I'll agree with you. I think that that's fair. I think that's fair. Let me just make sure I had that because I don't want to mess up and put that I had them winning. So Washington, I had losing. Yeah, so I had them losing this one anyways.
You won't have to worry about on my schedule because I got them sweeping everybody except y'all.
So next we got the Patriots. I personally would give this one to the Giants. I think that they can slow down the Patriots.
Yeah, they can definitely beat the Patriots.
Yeah, I think the only way the Patriots really win is if that defense like gets some turnovers. The Patriots defense, but Daniel Jones did his damn thing last year when it came to turnover. So I think he was the
I'm
best.
not giving Daniel Jones props. I'm just not.
No, I did it like 2 years ago. He proved me wrong.
I'm not hating on him getting his bag, but I can't believe they paid him that much money.
I can't either. Yeah, no, I can't either. That was wild. That was desperation. I think that's what that comes down to is just desperation. But hey, God bless him. God bless him. He got that money. Then we got Green Bay Packers. Last year, this would probably be a different story, but I'm glad we get to talk about them because I don't know what they're going to be.
They're going to be Green Bay. I don't believe no Jordan Love. I don't even know if he'd be the starting quarterback by
That's what I'm saying. I have no idea who they're going to be. I would give them the win, especially after coming off of a bye. It's Monday Night Football. Believe this one's a home game. Yeah, it's a home game. So yeah, I'll give them the win too.
Just before you finish that, you got Dak delusional fans with more excuses. Yeah, I can tell you don't know anything about football. Daniel Jones is better than Dak. He does more with less. I just had to get your comment out there. So if you wanted some fame, I mentioned your name. You don't know anything about football, in my opinion.
I gotta find that.
You say anything crazy like that, you make no sense. You're just a Dak hater. You're just one of those people who don't study no kind of football and whatever. I just want to say that. Thank you.
Shout out to him, whoever made that comment. I appreciate you. Oh, I found it. Yeah, shout out to Dak delusional fans with more excuses. That's his name. That's hilarious. Oh man, I love these. I'm not gonna lie, I love the comment section. These boys are crazy. But yeah, no, I mean I don't think Daniel Jones is better than Dak Prescott. So they do that with Jalen Hurts too, though. So welcome to the family, I guess. I don't know, they just gotta always do some dumb stuff like that. But yeah, so the Saints will be a very interesting one as well. Who are they? Who is their quarterback?
Let me get the Saints this one.
Who's their quarterback? Is it Andy Dalton?
I don't know, but if it's Jameis Winston, I'm gonna hit 5 touchdowns on them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this is a tough one. I'm gonna give the Saints the loss here. You got them winning this. I mean, I'm gonna give the Giants the loss here because I don't know who the Saints are, and they always have a really good defense, and most of the time they winning with that defense. And it's an away game. Oh yeah, I'm gonna say a loss. And you got them winning, right?
Yeah, and just like Carlo said, Saints got Derek Carr now.
Yeah, see, that makes it. Yeah, that's why I was wondering who their quarterback was. Honestly, Derek Carr is not bad. Yeah, do you think Derek Carr is bad?
No, Derek Carr ain't bad. He ain't no terrible ass quarterback.
Yeah,
do I think he's the guy? No, but definitely Derek Carr is not no bad quarterback. That's a good pickup for the Saints.
I hope to God that if he has a son, that he doesn't want to be a quarterback because I feel like the Carrs have the most.
Got so many, right? Do something else.
And it's like you have the worst luck. His brother was like the most sacked quarterback, had a not terrible career. He was good, but he just had a terrible team.
No, David Carr, his brother had a terrible career.
Yeah. And then Derek Carr, it's like he gets no love.
Had a good career.
He does, but he gets no love.
Because remember, they were trying to say Derek was better. Derek was going to have the same career as David.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so sad. I feel bad for that. You're right. David Carr definitely had a tough career, but you could really attribute it to that team just being so bad. Wasn't he drafted as the expansion? Wasn't he their first quarterback?
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, that's tough, man. That's tough. The little history lesson for some people in the comment section. I know people are probably like, "Who the hell is David Carr?" Make me feel old. Then we got the Eagles. I got to sweep in the Giants this year. Last year they got a win off of us. That's not happening this year. We're sweeping them this year. So I got
did I have y'all beating them in New York? Or is this your first time playing them? Oh no.
Yeah, this is our first time.
They're gonna no, because y'all play twice. Oh, I got them beating y'all in New York. Oh, y'all losing them in New York. I'm gonna go ahead.
He had that differently, but since I did the other one, since I gave Washington a game. So you have them winning this one while they're at home.
I'm gonna beat y'all on this one because it's at home.
And it's on Christmas Day. They're not ruining our Christmas.
Yeah, they are. They're gonna beat y'all.
And then LA Rams. I'll give them the win here. Personally.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give them the win too.
All right, so we have different schedules again. So mine or yours, I'll do yours first, is 1, 2.
Yeah, that delusional. You can tell you don't watch no football.
You have
bad injured defense and in garbage time. Yeah, you watch ESPN. I love those people who watch ESPN and don't know crap about anything.
ESPN is dying, man. They're firing everybody
against bad injured defense and in garbage time. Please, dude. Wow, half these people don't even know football. I'm not even saying I'm the football connoisseur. I'm a little bit, but damn, really, bro.
So James, you got them. This is actually pretty darn close. We've been pretty close, like one off on each of them so far. So you have them at 8-9. I have them at 9-8.
I have them at what?
8-9.
Oh, regression.
And I got them at 9-8.
Regression.
Yeah. On both of our sides, we both said.
I think those two teams will bang, but we are Eagles and Dallas are the class of the East now.
Easily.
Period. So we're going to have the dominant wins, losses, all that. I'm sorry. I don't think the Giants, they're scrappy. They're tough. You feel me? But I'm sorry. I just can't give them that. They won those games last year, but how many of those games were like, damn, the Giants won their game? Let's keep it real.
Is this disrespectful in your opinion? Because, I mean, I don't think this is disrespectful. He says Derek Carr is the same guy as Dakota Rain. Obviously, he's saying his name.
Disrespectful because I don't think Derek Carr is a damn good quarterback. I don't care what people say. Derek Carr is a good quarterback. Like, let's see what he does over with New Orleans. They don't really have a squad, but I want to see. But I wouldn't be mad at somebody saying Derek Carr is like Dak Prescott, although I feel like the difference between Derek Carr and Dak Prescott is a better leader of men than Derek Carr.
I can get behind that.
By far. But talent-wise, Derek Carr is a damn good quarterback talent-wise.
Yeah, I think he slept. I truly do believe he does not get nowhere as near the amount of respect he should. I think that he's been very good. We'll see what happens. Obviously, he has this year to prove it.
They don't give him his respect because they keep on bringing his brother into it. Probably.
Exactly.
That's what I think.
Exactly. That's what and he's never been on like a good team, I don't think. I don't feel like he's ever had a good squad around him. I mean, he had Devontae Adams last year, Darren Waller for like 5 games. So I mean, he had a decent offense and he put up numbers, but that team just wasn't that good. So we're gonna save the NFC champions for last.
Yeah, right.
I think we deserve that.
Because you did it for us last year, so we'll give you your props.
Exactly. And I said that last year. I was like, next year when we win, I'm doing us last.
Let's get it.
So we have the Dallas
Cowboys. Oh, my dog. Oh, that's my dog. Look at that picture you gave of Dak.
That dude ugly as hell.
That
just looked regressing. He's regressing in that picture.
Woo! Look at that. That blue, that Dallas. Oh, our colors are just so immaculate. Oh,
so you guys got the first 4 games. You guys stay basically in New England. That's pretty dope. You stay in New York.
And this is what I'm saying. I told you, Joe, I said, is it going to be regression or are we taking the next level? We taking the next level. Let's go.
So I guess we'll start. I'll start because I think I know where you're gonna go with this.
Yeah,
I
you
got
know
you.
where I'm going.
I definitely got y'all beating the Giants week 1.
We're whooping that ass.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. The Jets though, I'll let you start
That's
this
gonna
one
be a
because
tough
this will
one,
be
Joe. That's gonna be a toughie. You know
that's gonna
why?
be a hard one.
It's gonna be a hard one, and I debated this one, Joe. But you know what? Mike McCarthy is not gonna lose no Aaron Rodgers again. Okay, that's why I'm gonna go with this one because Mike McCarthy's gonna talk to his whole damn team and say, "Look, we should have beat them damn Packers last year, and damn, you seen when he threw that damn his headset off and he was done with Kellen Moore after that game because Kellen Moore was up 28-14 and Kellen Moore started calling all these goofy damn calls. He's not going to allow that to happen again with the Jets. And the Jets are still maturing. We don't know how that dynamic is. So I'm saying we're going to beat the Jets. Now, it's going to be a hard-fought game because Jets got a good team. So this ain't going to be no blowout by any means. This might be a field goal game. This will be a very tough game, but we get it.
I will say this is going to be the game that really tells me if that Stephen Gilmore addition makes any difference because if you want to see a wide receiving core, they got one for that ass. They got like 5 good wide receivers on that team. 2 probably really good to great. So I'm going to give y'all the loss because I do think that Aaron Rodgers is going to figure something out to go ahead and beat his former coach. But I think it will be a close game. I think it'll be a very good game, and I think this will answer a lot of questions for the Dallas Cowboys defensively and offensively. But I am going to give y'all the loss just because of Aaron Rodgers. I think that they have too many weapons. I don't know what y'all going to do offensively to beat them.
I ain't gonna get mad at you with your pick because they got a good team.
They do, and it's tough. I'm literally like 3 points. Like it's like a 3-point spread. I could flip a coin and feel comfortable with either one. But I do think the Jets, especially early, I think that people won't necessarily know what their MO will be, so they might kind of sneak up on you. So I got them winning. But we got the Cardinals. I think we'll both agree here. You guys do us a solid here and not.
Well, we're gonna smack them boys. We're gonna smack them boys.
Jonathan Gannon needs to get smacked by everybody. I really want him to go 0-17. I really don't care. I'm a hater. It is what it is. And then you got the Patsies. The Patsies. That might be a decent game.
That's going to be a decent game. We're going to beat them, though. And this is why. Because the aura of the Patriots is over after we beat them a couple of years ago. They had an aura over us. And that's why. They had an aura over us. That aura is over, and we're going to beat them. They will play us tough in the first half, but we're going to beat them. Belichick ain't like that anymore. He's still a great coach. I'm not saying that. But when you lost Tom Brady, the aura's gone, kind of like with Mike Tyson. He lost against Buster Douglas. You're Mike Tyson. You're still a beast, but don't nobody scared of you no more. So that's why we're going to whoop you.
Yeah, shout out to Shonsky. He said Dak's Cousins proved me right. Cousins is more disrespectful than Derek Carr. I think
terrible. But you know what? People who say the Kirk Cousins thing, that's the people who just watch them networks and listen to what everybody else says and say Kirk Cousins. Because that own thought was not theirs ever. So I ain't listening to you.
I forget. I think I got people mad and then definitely. Oh, where life's crazy. Where is it? My bad. I'm trying to bring up the life's crazy. Put a super chat.
He said, "Hold up."
Yeah, he said, "Just you ignoring my Cowboys one." While I look for this, so we have I think you guys beat the Patriots, and us beating them in the Super Bowl. I think that was kind of the slow descent of their whole team. So I'm taking pride in that. But yeah, I say that the Eagles, the Cowboys win that one. I'll give you that one.
So right now I got a 4. Oh, let's go.
I have you at 3-1. You have them at 4-0. Next, we have the San Francisco 49ers.
Now, I know a lot of Cowboys fans ain't going to want to hear this. Y'all not going to want to hear this. I actually think we could beat them. But this might be one of them slippery slope games. It's going to be between us and them Chargers, right? So I don't know who's going to be mad at me on this one. So what I'm going to do is this. Who am I going to jump with? Because we're going to lose one of these two games, in my opinion. One of these two games we're going to lose. I'm just figuring out what. And I'm going to go ahead and say we beat the Niners and lose to the Chargers.
They probably are going to be mad at you. I can't
They're
find
going to be mad because it's the Kellen Moore game. But I'm going to tell everybody this, Joe. Kellen Moore was not trash to me as offensive coordinator. Okay? Not a trash offensive coordinator. Did he do goofy things? Yes, he did. But he was not trash as an offensive coordinator. I believe that the Chargers are going to, what you saw in Dallas is not what you're going to see in San Diego at all. Okay? I do not believe, or the LA Chargers, I'm sorry, do I call them San Diego Chargers? LA Chargers, whatever the hell they are. You're not going to see the same type of offense that you saw in Dallas with the Chargers. He's going to be totally different, dog. It's going to be a run and shoot type game. And I just feel like it'll just be one of them games where we dogging them. They maybe eke out a victory. It could be totally different. This is my opinion. But I feel like we get these Niners or we could lose to them. This is the slippery slope games, okay? But I'm going to take, we beat the Niners. We 5-0. We lose to them Chargers because we're all hyped about the Kellen Moore game. We're going to go in there and stomp them, and then something weird happens. So I'm going to give us 5-1 before the bye.
So all right. So you said they win against San Fran and lose to
the Chargers.
So you got them with the L there. I honestly got them beating the Niners. Again, I don't know who their quarterback is, and I don't think that even if it is Purdy, I don't think that he's as great as everybody's making him out to be. So I see you guys winning that game. So
because we don't remember, you said we don't know who the quarterback is.
Yeah. All right.
Quarterback play does matter, right?
It does. Quarterback play is very important. So especially during the regular season, I think that in the playoffs, you can get by with a mediocre quarterback because you can win as a team. Like you can just slow the game down. I've always felt like that. I could be wrong there. Don't get me wrong. But I've always felt like in the playoffs, if you have a good running game, you have a good defense, you can get by more games than you can in the regular season. The regular season, I feel like, is just shootouts all the damn time. So yeah, I think during the season, it definitely matters. And the Chargers, I honestly would give you guys the win again. And the only reason I give you guys the win again is just because I think that the amount of junk that you guys have talked about Justin Herbert, you guys got to win this game. I feel like Dak's going to have a lot of pressure on him.
That's why I feel like it's the trap game because we talk so much trash about them. We talk so much trash about Kellen Moore. That's why I feel like it's a trap.
So you got him losing that one. So I got him going back-to-back dubs. I can't believe I feel like just changing that just because it feels wrong. It just so by week 7, you guys lose. So that's another loss right there. And then we got the Rams, man. We got the Rams.
We're beating the Rams. We're beating the Rams.
I'm gonna put that you guys are gonna beat them as well. My thing is, and I'm gonna be 100 because right now I have you on a 5-game winning streak. Only thing I would say about this is if they are at full health, I don't see a lot of teams beating them, to be honest. I think that they can be very good. I think we're kind of, losing sight of what they are because they were just beaten up last year, right? Aaron Donald got hurt. Stafford, I think, got hurt at some point. The Cooper Kupp obviously got hurt. So they had a lot of injuries to deal with. I think that this year they'll be a lot better. But we'll see. I am going to give y'all the dub for now. And, during the season, it might change how I feel. This is a fun one. The Eagles, you're coming to our house.
Oh, I'm giving y'all the dub.
I like that.
It's going to be a hard-fought game. And I'm hoping both our quarterbacks play. I think it's going to be these two games with Dallas and Eagles are going to be classic-type games, in my opinion.
Yeah,
especially both the quarterbacks play.
Yeah, I set it up well because you guys, for me at least, I had you guys on a 5-game win streak. Then you come to Philly. And you get taught a little lesson. You get humbled a little bit.
We don't get taught no lesson. It's y'all in Philly. That's the only reason I'm giving you the dub because y'all in Philly. That crowd, that home field, that crowd is raucous. Y'all feel like y'all escaped that game, but don't hype yourself up on that. Okay, don't do that.
Dang, I think we're gonna be nasty this year. So yeah, we all right. I like that. Now you got the Giants next. I think
we sweeping the Giants, bro. Don't we sweep. Giants ain't did nothing to us in years. We sweeping them.
I think I had you guys losing this one, so I want to. Yeah, I had you guys losing it. Did I?
What? Sweep?
No,
What?
I had y'all sweeping. Yeah, I had
You
y'all
better
sweeping.
have us sweeping the Giants. We own them.
Yeah, I had y'all sweeping them. I just wanted to make sure so I don't look stupid.
So where we at right now with the record? Because I only got what? One loss? Two losses?
I think 2. You said. No, you only have 1 loss.
No, I got 2 because I have us
Yeah,
losing to the Chargers and then losing to the Eagles.
Yeah. So so far you're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins.
So we 6-2.
Yeah, and I have you guys with 3 losses, so 5 and 3 for me.
We beaten Carolina. We beaten Washington.
Yeah, that's easy. I think Panthers, y'all beat them. Washington, I think I had y'all lose on one of those games. I think it was the last one. Though,
At the end of the year, you had us. Not that Christmas game, bro. No, hell no.
Yeah, y'all off to a nice little start. I can't disagree with a lot of these. Y'all have a pretty easy schedule. So next, if y'all win 14 games, I'm gonna be like, yeah, but your schedule though, schedule was so easy.
That's fine. You can say it all you want. I don't care. We're gonna say 14.
Yeah, hey, that's how I felt last year.
You're right.
So all right, people in the comments are keeping score way better than I am. So we're at 7-4 on my side. So you got next the Seahawks. This will be a good game.
This will be a good game, but we're beating them. We're better than the Seahawks. Geno Smith, I'm not taking anything from last year, but I don't think you're going to be able to deal with our defense, Geno Smith. Sorry.
I don't know what I would do, to be honest. This is a team that, again, I feel like I should give it to the Cowboys because right now I think they are the better team. But if they go out there,
we are better than Seattle. Come on, dog. Don't do that.
Saying, if the Seahawks go out there and play a similar type of football that they played last year, I think they have an opportunity to beat you. But
they have an opportunity, but we're the better team.
Yeah, I can't say that you guys are just outright worse than them. So I'll give you that. And you guys are back on another nice little win streak, 4 games. This is where it gets a little bit interesting for you, though.
It don't get interesting right here, dog. It's a dub.
You got y'all beating the Eagles. I got y'all losing. We're sweeping y'all.
No, hell no. Y'all not sweeping us. You got me bent, bruh. You was not sweeping us, bruh. I gave y'all at home. We're taking ours at home. You were not sweeping us, period. I was nice enough to give you your dub in Philly, and I didn't like it because it's going to be a classic game. But y'all going to come to Dallas, and you're going to get it. Now, it's going to be a hard-fought game. It won't be a blowout. Both of these games between us will be close, period.
No, I'll give y'all the win. Well, I did it last year. I just wanted to trigger you real quick. No, I said it last year. We usually do split. That's usually what happens with the Eagles and the Cowboys. So I think that's fair. I think this is a fair spot for you guys to win that one. And now it's a 5-game win streak for you guys. So, hey, I would love for us to sweep y'all, though. We need to one of these years. It would just be to shut y'all up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Next, we got the Bills. I'm giving y'all the
L. It's going to be a tough one.
Y'all get an L right there for me.
Why?
Because they're the better team. They're just the better team. They have a better
team than us.
You trying to say
Josh Allen makes a difference here?
They've been concerned. I think that their defense makes a difference. I think that Stephon
Our
Diggs makes a
defense
difference.
is better than their defense, bro.
Yeah, but your defense doesn't play their defense. I think your defense has to go against Dak, and Dak has shown the opportunity to make mistakes. He definitely has made mistakes, and this is going to be a new offense.
Dude, he's a turnover machine too, bro.
Who?
Stop doing that.
Who? Josh Allen?
Yes.
You say he's a turnover machine? Yeah, but at the end of the day, what I'm saying is the Bills' defense plays your offense. Your defense will probably make some good plays against the Bills as well. But I just think that the Bills are the better team. I really do. I think that they are a better built team.
We're going to beat the Bills because Josh Allen beat us a few years ago when he just came in the league. We ain't forgot that. And Josh Allen, I don't take nothing away from Josh Allen. Josh Allen is a damn good quarterback. But Josh Allen turns the ball over. Josh Allen throws bad passes. Josh Allen is still not the most accurate quarterback. Go look at his accuracy in college. go look at his accuracy in the NFL in his first few years. It's waivers. He will turn the ball over. Yes, Josh Allen, Bills, damn good team. We're going to beat them. Our upset comes the next week when we play the Dolphins.
Yeah, I think y'all going to lose that one. I mean, we talk about interceptions. He had 14, right? He had 14 interceptions last year. Your guy had 15 with 3 less games, but it is what it is, I guess. We'll see what happens. That's going to be a great game. This next game is going to be a great game, too. I would love to hear what you think.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, this could be the flip-flop, in my opinion. This is the tough one because somebody just mentioned. Because remember, I think, didn't we talk? Maybe if it was you or not, but remember when we were talking about the scheduling? I think it might have been my dude, Mike White. We were talking about when they scheduled Buffalo. I told everybody they were going to schedule Buffalo when it was cold.
Yep.
So look at the end of the year when we play Buffalo. That was on purpose because we play Buffalo in the cold. So that's the only way where that's the flip-flop. Okay, you understand what I'm saying, Joe? We could lose that game in Buffalo because of that cold weather where they scheduled us on purpose to put us in the cold. Okay, if we lose that Buffalo game, we're going to beat Miami. But if we beat Buffalo, we're going to lose to Miami. So understand how I'm saying this? Yeah. So I said we beat Buffalo. I don't know. I'm going to just stay with it because I stuck my chest out there and to say we lose to Miami the next week.
I respect it. Shout out to Rage Black Choji. You are wrong. Josh Allen and Dak were not tied for the lead in interceptions. Dak owned that. So just wanted to let you know that. Didn't want you leaving here, thinking that you want an argument because you didn't, my dog. But either way, I'm going to give you guys the win because I gave you guys the loss in Buffalo. So I'm going to give you guys the win against the Dolphins. This game, this will definitely test your defense. And again, you might not be playing for much come this time. But I think this will be a very good test for your defense. The NFL did not hold any punches when it came to, your scheduling, because this is definitely not fair towards the end, but it is what it is.
Yeah, they came and hit us hard. Philly, Buffalo, Miami, Detroit. Seriously?
Yeah, Detroit's going to be a fun game.
That's going to be a
very fun game.
Oh. See, you know what? You remember when we talked about the sweeps? This is where I might be wrong. Because remember when you just said that Detroit game and the Washington is our last game, right?
Mm-hmm.
It depends on how much. I don't think that Washington game is going to mean a lot. That's the way they may be.
Let me tell you where you are now. Number-wise, so you kind of have an idea of where you are in the division, I guess. So you right now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 wins at this point. Now, obviously, depending on what the Eagles do when we get to there, it might kind of change what you're going for. But 11 wins is pretty comfortably in the playoffs. So there could be a possibility that maybe you're sitting some guys by this time. But so if that changes your, thought process at all.
That's why it might change my thought process. Washington might get us, not because they're better, but because how they scheduled us at the end of the year where we don't have nothing to play for, we might be sitting our guys. So I might switch and say Washington gets us. That Detroit game's going to be a tough game, but I think we beat them. I'm going to go and switch and say Washington gets us at the end of the year just because that's at the end of the year. So if I said we sweep them, not because we couldn't sweep them, we are better. Okay, so I do apologize. All you people out there that want to be the numbers people, we'll apologize about that and say Washington gets us at the end of the year because we don't play for anything, but we do beat them Lions, and it's going to be a tough game. So where am I at with that? Because I only got Washington, Buffalo, or Miami, so that's 2. You guys beating us, and then the Chargers. So I got us at 13-4.
Yeah, and I got y'all at 13. I think. Wait, hold on. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have you at 13-4 as well. We just have different games.
Woo, woo, woo. Listen to the show. There better be 14-3.
That hurt, bro. That hurt. I'm not gonna lie. That hurt a lot. That really hurt. Damn, I didn't think I had y'all that high.
Bro, you gotta admit we're a good team. I admit y'all a good team. Just admit it, bro.
No,
I
y'all a
might
good
not like
team.
y'all, but just admit it. Y'all ain't no rival to me, so I don't get as bent out of shape like y'all do.
I give it to you. 13-4 is very possible. I had the Eagles at 13-4 as well, so this is gonna get interesting now.
Oh, so you might have to give y'all extra L for us to win.
My people saying I'm not being realistic. I want to know which ones I'm not being
You're being very
realistic on.
realistic, Joe. Don't
I
listen to
really,
them
yeah,
people over
shoot,
there,
I don't
Joe.
want
Don't
to,
listen to your Philly fans, Joe.
bro. I love my Philly fans, but it's hard to like. I can't believe I
Joe, don't
really just
listen to
did
your
that,
Philly people. You talking to real now.
bro. I just looked at it and was like, did I really just give them all these wins? But I
You
mean,
sure did, because you know we're good.
the only to make myself feel better, right? The only wins I could see me changing if I had to be a hater would probably be the Niners, the Eagles, and between the Seahawks and the Fins. Those are the only 3 games that I could sit here and be like, I don't know. I really don't know. But other than that, I think I'm being pretty realistic. So 13-4.
Don't crumble to the people, dog.
I want to so bad. You have no idea. So now let's get to what really matters, right? Let's get to the team that everybody came here for. Everybody wants to talk
came
about.
here for y'all. Y'all are not popular like us. But let's talk about y'all.
Shout out to everybody in the chat though, that we've had over 80 people in within all the channels. I know we've taken a little bit of a hiatus, so I appreciate everybody coming back and hanging out with us. We're switching it to Saturday, so every Saturday we will be here giving y'all news, having some fun doing this. But be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe wherever you guys are, and yeah, don't miss no more best enemies, because yeah, we love arguing. That's the best part of it. All right, now this is what the people been waiting for. This is what the people been waiting for. All right,
Ain't nobody waiting for your boring ass Eagles. Nobody even talks about y'all, bro.
Yeah, everybody
Y'all
talks
like the
about
most
it.
boringest Super Bowl appearance team ever.
Stop it. Both of our Super Bowls were some of the funnest Super Bowls to watch.
That was a great Super Bowl to watch, but nobody wants to talk about the Eagles because y'all are boring.
Well, we'll see what happens. I think
And
that if you go
you
through
know
the
what I'm
top,
saying is right. Eagles are boring as hell.
if you go through the top 20 Super Bowls ever played, we would be probably in the top 15, both of ours. Both of
don't
our
even
last
do
2.
that, because our Super Bowls would go down in history. Steelers, both those Super Bowls, number one. No, all 3 of the Super Bowls against Steelers would go down in history. Number one, our first appearance against the Buffalo Bills, because we had been there forever. Don't even do that, dog. Your popularity
Y'all
don't
only
even
got 5.
touch
Y'all
it.
got 5, and I said top 20. I said we would be in the top 15. I didn't say top 5. I'm just saying. I think
Just make it so.
they were a lot of fun to watch. We had very interesting Super Bowls, because the one against New England is like you had Tom Brady break a record and lose, and then the one against the Kansas City Chiefs, we broke a record and lost. So I just think they were very interesting, very fun.
Yeah, those are interesting, because as much as I did not want y'all to win the Super Bowl, I did not want Tom Brady to win. I can't stand it.
Yeah, I'm glad his career is over, man. But so let's let me dust my shoulders off and get us like 15 wins here. Let's see if we could do that.
Right.
So we're starting off with New England. I think we win that game. It's Tom Brady day. But I just think that we're a better team. I mean, I really don't. It could be a good game. It could be a good game, but I don't think it'll be that great of a game. I think that we're gonna go out there and kind of demolish them, and I think we'll be celebrating. We're gonna smash them. So yeah, we both say dub. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We got Minnesota Vikings. Whenever it's Vikings week 2, whenever it's Vikings prime time, I have confidence. I think we'll beat them. But how do you feel?
Y'all beat Minnesota, dog.
Even if it's just for the prime time and how trashy starts off in prime time. Tampa Bay doesn't have a team at all. I live in Tampa Bay.
Smash.
You want to hear some crazy stuff? I live in Tampa Bay, right? And the week before that game, or the week after that game, I think they play the Lions, and tickets are like $30-$40 to get in the, like, cheap. The cheapest tickets to go see the Eagles play against Tampa Bay is like $200. Makes 0 sense. I don't know how. I mean, it makes sense, but it's annoying because it's like we're not going to watch Tampa. We're going to watch the Eagles. But yeah, that's a little story I wanted to give you guys. But Washington.
Dub.
Yeah, I have them winning that one. The Eagles might go on a little streak, in my opinion, but we'll see. We'll see. So far, we're on a 4-game win streak. We got the Rams. I personally, again, like I said, for you
You're gonna
guys,
beat the Rams too. I don't see the Rams. Now that could be a loss
it
because
definitely
that could
could.
be after a 4-0. In my opinion, that could be the one where you have a letdown game. That could be the letdown game. The Rams could be a letdown game, but I still think you get past them on talent. The next game is where I think the Jets get y'all.
See, now, all right, the Rams game could be definitely a letdown game, but the same way I said it for you guys, I'll say it for us. I think that right now we're both the better team, but if they come back healthy, sky's the limit. I think that they're very good. I think that they can be very good. They have the talent. The Jets, we've never lost to the Jets ever.
That's why you're gonna lose. That's why you're gonna lose to them.
That's the only reason I think we could maybe,
That's why
lose
you're
to
gonna
the team.
lose to them.
I don't think
Aaron
we will,
Rodgers
though.
gonna play crazy against y'all in that game. Aaron Rodgers gonna go crazy in that game. I'm calling it right now. Aaron Rodgers gonna go crazy in that game. That'll be one of them games where that's the old Aaron Rodgers we saw. But I'm gonna go ahead and give Aaron Rodgers plays crazy in that game.
So
Lost.
Rodgers in his career, I think, is like 3-2 versus us, but he's had over 2 touchdowns in every single game except for one. And obviously we've never lost to the Jets, and we usually demolish them whenever we play them. This is going to be a very fun one. I'm giving us the dub, and the reason why, I know I'm going to give us a loss soon. Don't worry, but I'm giving us the win here, and the reason because I just think that our defense is going to win that game. I really do believe that. I think our defense will win the game if our offense can just run the ball, slow the game down. I don't see them really stopping us. So I think that we'll win that game.
They got a decent defense, bro. Their defense is decent, but I just feel like Aaron Rodgers is going to be the key in this game.
He could be. And if he is, then we're definitely going to lose that game. But we'll see. He's old. That man's old. So I'm hoping that we can win that game. I think we can. And then we have the Miami Dolphins. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to give us the loss here. And reason being, I just don't know if we can keep up with them offensively. Like, to be 100% honest with you, if our defense is not killing them, you know what I'm saying? If it becomes a shootout game, I don't see us really. Dolphins can go out there and score with one play. The Eagles, we're going to take our time. We're going to go down the field. Yes, we have some home run hitters, but most of the time we're going to work our way down the field. So I'm going to say Miami. I think, at this point we have 1, 2, 3, 6 wins in a row for me. So I'll say this is where we finally kind of fall off the tracks a little bit and kind of get woken up a little bit. And it's a primetime game. So, I think Dolphins will show up for this one.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one for me because I think I need to see who the quarterback is. Tua, if Tua's playing in that game, it's going to be tough because if they don't have Tua, blowout. If they have Tua, it's going to be a tough game, but I gave y'all the loss to the Jets. Do I have y'all losing back-to-back against Miami? You know what? I'm going to jump out on a limb and say hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm going to jump out there on the limb. 2-game losing streak right here after starting out 5-0.
I respect it. You got to do it sometimes, man. All right, so Washington, that's a dub for me. I think we sweep them.
Definitely a dub.
I just want to make sure I didn't give them a win against us. I did. So I had them winning the second game against us. Okay. That's interesting. I might want to change that. But anyways, all right. So Washington, we both got easy dub. Dallas, game 1. You had them. You had us beating you guys in this game.
Yep, instantly. I gave y'all the dub.
And I definitely will take that dub. Next, we have our bye week. This is the next one. Kansas City Chiefs.
KC, baby, gonna beat you again on a good field without wetness with your crybaby asses.
I say the Eagles win this one. I mean,
I ain't winning nothing.
Can't say we lose.
I'm gonna whoop your ass again. And it's at KC, and I hope it's dry. Because all I heard y'all was wham, little baby. That's all I heard. Wham, crying about the field conditions. It was so wet, and if it wasn't wet, we would have won.
We would have, though.
Shut up. Cut that crybaby ass out. Crybabies.
If it was
Win,
y'all,
win, win.
if it was y'all, you would be complaining about that field. I'll say
Well,
that much. I'm not
we ain't
gonna.
allowed because we ain't allowed to make excuses. Because when we say something, all you Philly fans want to jump on our Twitter. All we hear is excuses of why y'all lost that Super Bowl. When. The field was so wet.
It was.
Randy Graham, the field was so wet. If it wasn't so wet, y'all know we would have beat y'all.
Hey, bro, if it wasn't, bro, you see what happens. Yeah, see, Show enough said it perfectly. Mahomes is gonna get purdied on a dry field.
Sure he is.
I'll say this
Mahomes
much: we lost that
whooped your ass
Super
with a
Bowl.
broke up ankle. Hush your mouths.
He a magician. Look, the Eagles lost that Super Bowl. There's no denying that. It is what it is. That's a tough loss. We mad about it, but there's definitely a couple of things that happened that the Eagles definitely didn't need to happen in there. But it is what it is. The Eagles are going to be right back there this year. I got them winning. We're not losing that game. If we lose that game, I'm going to be mad. Buffalo, I got them winning.
Buffalo?
I got Buffalo winning, yeah.
Sure enough. I mean, do you want a hand clap? Hold up, Joe. You know I got to jump in here. Sure enough, 215. He says, all we hear excuses about why Dak never made it to a title in 8 years. FOH. We know what that means, James. So do you need a hand clap for Jalen Hurts making it to the Super Bowl and he didn't win? Is that what you want? I'm going to give you a hand clap, sure enough, for making it to a Super Bowl and not winning. Because at the end of the day, he don't have a ring. So you made a Super Bowl appearance, and that is dope. I can't take that away. But you don't got a ring. So, sure enough.
I love that. I love that name, though. That is one of the best names on YouTube. I love that movie. So shout out to Show Enough, man. But I mean, look, at the end of the day, people ain't going to give him his credit. That's fine. I don't really expect people to give him credit at this point. When he goes out there and wins his Super Bowl, everybody gonna have to eat their words. So I got him losing to Buffalo. Did you say win or loss?
Yeah. Let's see. I got y'all losing the Jets, losing to Miami, losing to KC. Damn, the whole NFC, AFC West seemed like AFC.
Yeah, you just got us losing everybody.
So that's 3 of them. We got 4 losses, so you can't be above us because we're gonna be the champs. Because there ain't gonna be no back-to-back champs here. So you're going to lose to us, so that would be 4, and you got to lose 1 more game. Who am I going to pick? It's either going to be Buffalo or San Francisco. I'm going to go with Buffalo with you, and you beat San Francisco again because I don't believe that quarterback is going to be all right.
So you said Buffalo's going to beat us?
Buffalo going to beat you too.
All right. So I got them as
a
loss. Say it again?
2 straight 2-game losing streaks.
Okay, hey, I respect it. I have them as a loss as well. Niners, we're gonna demolish the Niners. I don't even see it being close if I'm being real. I think we're gonna whoop that ass. There's been a lot of talk from them this offseason. Like people think that, Cowboys fans think all we think about is y'all. All we've been hearing about is from the 49ers. You want to talk about crying? Them people have not shut up. It has been
y'all players been crying too. So you really, if you can get interviews with Brandon Graham, tell him to stop it, because him saying that we were slippery on the field, everybody was slippery. That should have never came out his mouth.
He said it wasn't an excuse. He said it wasn't an excuse, but it's the truth.
No, why'd you even bring it up if it wasn't an excuse? Because that's exactly what it sounds like.
It's the biggest game in of the year of almost any sports, and it's whatever. Like, why would you purposely build the new field that is absolute garbage, especially a team that predicates their defense off of getting to the quarterback?
Played on it, so that's the argument you should never say when both teams played on it.
No, definitely. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. I agree with you 100%, but it definitely happened. Like, it sucks that happened. It's another thing to look at and be like, I wish that didn't happen as well. But hey, it is what it is. My girl said it. You see what my girl just said?
Yeah, I see what she said. I love it.
Shout out to my girl, man.
Shout outs to Amanda. Amanda Lynn, shout outs to you. I love hearing that.
All right, so we have the last couple. So you have them beating the Niners but losing to Buffalo, right?
Right. And then you're losing to us, so just go ahead and mark it down.
Yeah, I did have y'all beating us in the second game. I ain't gonna count.
And then y'all gonna win the rest of your games.
Yeah, I see us winning out.
So I got y'all 5 losses, 12-5 us 13-4, and we are the NFC champs. And there ain't no back-to-back champs again.
How much would it hurt if we back to back it on y'all?
Wouldn't hurt at all because it wouldn't hurt at all. We wouldn't like it, but it wouldn't hurt at all.
I think it would hurt.
No, it wouldn't hurt.
So let me
Because
see.
at the end of the day, you can have back-to-back chance, but if you lost in the first round, it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I definitely feel that. All right, so let me tally this up and see where we at. So for me, I have us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have us at 14-3 again.
Ooh-wee. Well, there it is. 13-4 for me, 12-5 for y'all, 14-3 for you, 13-4 for us.
So just to go over how this would play out, these are always fun. I love doing these. Yeah, my girl just said the Cowboys will never get that far. I agree. She's learning a lot about football so quick.
Yeah, right. I still took my head off and
everything. She's a quick study. So, all right. We have the Eagles. So I'll do mine and then I'll do yours and then I'll do mine. So you have the Cowboys winning the division at 13-4. You have the Eagles in second at 12-5. You have the Giants, at third at 8-9. And then you have the Washington Commanders at 6-11.
Hell yeah.
I respect
Damn
that.
them Washington Commanders. Y'all suck.
I feel so bad because I said online.
I hate Washington. I
thought they
y'all.
were going to win 10 games, and then you look at their schedule, and it's like, never mind.
Their schedule is brutal, bro.
Yeah, that is really tough, especially to be the third team. Like, god dang. But either way, I have the Eagles winning the division at 14-3 again. Which, if I'm looking at my schedule, like the only game that I would switch is probably the Kansas City Chiefs. That's probably the only game that I'll sit there and be like, maybe we have a good chance of losing that game. But other than that, I don't think there's a good chance of losing any of the other games. So I have them in first place, 14-3. I have the Cowboys at 13-4. I have the Giants at 9-8. And then we have Washington at 5-12. How do you feel about the overall ratings? Everybody let us know in the comments.
I don't like your prediction of Eagles winning the division, but it's pretty accurate, I feel like, in what we're saying, that both our teams probably won't lose more than 4 games this season because we're that good. I feel like the Philadelphia Eagles are a good team. If I'm not a hater as far as that, I'm a realist and say the Eagles are a damn good team. So it's going to be between us and y'all for the next few years, in my opinion, because both teams are still relatively young. Both teams are in a good cap. Both teams have young players that we just drafted coming up. So I don't know where our teams fall off in these next few years. It's going to be the battle between the Eagles and the Cowboys for our NFC East supremacy for the next few years, in my opinion. That's that. Giants have not took the step up above to take over the Giants or the Cowboys or the Eagles, and neither has Washington. The cream of the NFC East is the Cowboys and the Eagles, and that will be like that for the next few years, period.
So Rev Rebel, he agrees with you. I think for most of them, except for the Giants, but he agrees with you. I don't think it was too bad. I think this year people are kind of a little bit more on the train of what we did. I think we did pretty good. He says Giants 12. What the hell? So
our
you're
third
a Giants
receiver
fan,
is Michael Gallup. Hold on, my bad, Joe. The Observer Sports says, who is the Cowboys' third receiver slot? Michael Gallup. Okay, a year removed from the knee injury. Michael Gallup, and he's not a bum, so let's not do anything crazy over here. Michael Gallup. And don't forget Jalen Tolbert, second year. Who's going to turn up this year? Just wait and see what I tell you.
All right, so let's give our final pitch, I guess. I'll start it off. I'll start it off like this. 14-3, the number sounds a little bit high in my opinion. Like even last year when I said it, it sounded high. It felt high. But this year, and it happened, right? It happened, so anything can happen. But this year, I think that this schedule could definitely make me look stupid, but it could also make me look very, very smart. The Eagles will be in every single game. I truly do believe that. Outside of injury, there's not many things that I think will stop the Philadelphia Eagles. So I think that we're going to be just as good, if not better, than last year. And I think my schedule prediction, my record prediction kind of shows that. It kind of, mirrors that. But I feel good about my schedule and my record prediction, and I feel good about y'all's as well. I think you guys are going to be a good team. And I think this opened my eyes about Washington a little bit because I didn't realize how tough their schedule really was. But how do you feel overall? What are your thoughts, your final thoughts on everything?
I'm agree with you as well. I just feel like our team is not going to be getting blown out in any games. I feel like we'll be in every single game, and we're just that good. I feel like we're, we the biggest question is the offense with the coordinator, but we added the right type of pieces. I think the only thing that's going to really stop us on anything, both teams, is injuries. I said that at the beginning. I've been saying on a lot of my podcasts is injuries. That is what's going to be the depth of our teams. If both of our teams stay relatively healthy, you're going to have two dominant NFC East teams in Dallas and Philly. Period. I don't think neither one of our teams lose more than 4 games. The teams that we play against are going to understand we're a force to be reckoned with, and I feel like injuries are the only thing that's going to hold us back from doing what we need to do as far as us as a team and you guys as a team. And I just feel like that's the fact because I think we are, between Dallas and Philly, are the most talented teams in the NFL, bar none. You can throw San Francisco in there, but we don't know about the quarterback, and I'm sorry. Brock Purdy is not better than Jalen Hurts or Dak Prescott or their backups. So their quarterback is a question. So in that aspect, we're better than them. So I feel like we're the cream of the crop between our two teams in the NFC, and we'll just see because I feel like our two teams are going to be one battling out for the Super Bowl supremacy this season.
Yeah, I'm excited about this year, and a lot of questions will be answered because I don't think that, at least Eagles fans, I don't know if Eagles fans fully understand the actual setup of the Dallas Cowboys, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think that we fully, because you even see it in the comments right now talking about ceedee in the slot, this and that. I don't know what you guys are going to do. I don't know if Cowboys fans 100%
That was
know.
telling more who had him in the slot. We don't know if Brian Schottenheimer is going to do that as well because the year before he played outside the slot more than he played inside. So it's going to be about how Shotty does the offense. You feel what I'm saying? So we can't say that. It could be a total different thing. So it's just going to be interesting seeing. Remember, Mike McCarthy's going to be calling the plays, and Schottenheimer's going to be with him. So it's a whole different dynamic than what you saw last year. And I think that's what we're all waiting from Cowboys land to see how the offense is going to look. We feel the defense is going to be top notch. It's a top 5 defense through and through. We just want to see what the offense is going to do.
Yeah, and see, the Eagles are probably on the opposite end of the spectrum where we know what our offense is going to be. We know for the most part, right? You do have a new OC, but at the end of the day, Nick Sirianni runs that team. The defense, you have a new coordinator, you got some new weapons, some guys that we really think can be good. So it's definitely going to be a question mark to see what happens there. But at the end of the day, these are always our longest shows. We usually only do an hour, but we like to do these because these are fun and we get to go back to this. So you guys leave in the comments wherever you're watching, leave your record prediction because we always like to go back to these and kind of see what happened. And Rev Rebel, maybe we'll talk about a bottle or something. Maybe we'll do a bet this year because last year he was on it. He was in the comments begging for a bet. So we might do it this year. I'm feeling good about my squad this year. But you got anything you want to say to these beautiful people before we get out of here?
Shout out to the people in the chat today. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all start hitting us up every Saturday. We just feel like it's a better day, especially in the day. We can get a lot of things accomplished. So we appreciate y'all supporting us like we do. And I just think it's going to be a banger of a season, just like it was last year. My main thing is I just pray both quarterbacks are healthy the whole season because I want to see the Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts matchup. And what people don't understand is me and you talked about this when Jalen Hurts wasn't even the man yet. And people need to go back that I said that we both agreed that Dak Prescott and Jalen Hurts will be classic games, that these are going to be the next classic games. It wasn't going to be Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott. It was going to be Jalen Hurts and Dak Prescott. And these are going to be classic games, y'all. These are going to be classic games. And you saw them. They were really good games without both those guys. So I can't wait to see it. I'm excited to see it. And, we're the class of the NFC right now. And I don't care what the Niners talk about. The NFL is about the Cowboys and the Eagles in the NFC, bar none. That's my words.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are like 19, 18 days, depending on what team you're waiting for, from training camp. So every Saturday we will be back, man, and we will be talking. Leave comments if you got suggestions on things you want us to talk about. If it's, article, whatever, hit us up both on our socials. You can always throw suggestions that way as well. We'll give you a shout out if we use it. But other than that, y'all know what it is, man. That is James, and I am Joe, and we are best of enemies. We will see y'all next week. Peace.